$27 billion. That's what it costs Meta to pay every single employee it has, its entire workforce, top to bottom, for a year. Meta is spending almost 5 times that on something else this year, and whatever that something else is, it mattered more to them than 8,000 jobs, because weeks after posting one of the best quarters in company history, they cut those jobs anyway. Microsoft did it, Alphabet did it, Amazon did it. Over 100,000 tech jobs gone in early 2026 at companies making more money than they ever have. Here's what nobody's really explaining. This isn't cost cutting, it's the opposite. And by the end of this video, I'll show you the number one thing that makes it click. A number almost nobody is actually saying out loud. Here's the frame for this whole video. Most people assume layoffs are about spending less, but at these companies right now, it's closer to a financing move. They are spending enormously more, just not on people. 3 things: the bill, the market, and the work. Amazon, Microsoft, Alphabet, and Meta are spending roughly $700 billion combined on AI infrastructure this year, up about 77% from last year. Almost all of it is going into data centers, chips, and compute. Here is the number that makes it real. Meta's entire payroll, every employee, every salary, costs about $27 billion a year. Its AI infrastructure budget this year is somewhere around 115 to 145 billion. The infrastructure bill is 4 to 5 times the cost of the entire workforce. If Meta fired everyone tomorrow, it would save $27 billion against a bill that's still over 100 billion. So 8,000 layoffs don't solve the budget problem. They can't. What they do is free up cash flow and shift it. Zuckerberg reportedly told employees directly that the May cuts were a consequence of the AI infrastructure budget. Not that an algorithm took their jobs, but that the company chose to buy GPUs instead. Here's the part that seems backwards. Announce layoffs and the stock often goes up. Investors are nervous about $700 billion in spending. A layoff is the signal that says we are being disciplined, not reckless. One analyst read Meta's cuts as proof that the company was coming in under its internal spending plan, a sign of confidence, not distress. So the incentive is obvious. Pair a massive capex number with a layoff and the market stays calm. The 8,000 people aren't really the point. The shareholders watching are. This part is real, but it gets exaggerated. Stanford's AI index found employment for developers aged 22 to 25 down nearly 20% since 2024, concentrated specifically in boilerplate code, scripted testing, routine bug fixes. The task AI handles well right now. But here's the twist. At the same moment, roughly 275,000 AI-related jobs postings sat open and unfilled in the US. The industry isn't shrinking, it's swapping, cutting in one column, hiring desperately in another. And the people being laid off are largely not the people being hired. A QA tester doesn't become a machine learning engineer overnight. The skills gap is the real problem. I don't want to oversell this. AI is cited as a driver in anywhere from 20 to 55% of 2026 layoffs, depending on the tracker. And that huge spread exists partly because AI restructuring sounds better to investors than we misjudge our growth. One analyst called it exactly that, AI washing. There is also a real leftover hangover from overhiring in 2020-2021. That was the dominant story back in 2023, but that explanation has been recycled every year since. At some point, a 4-year correction stops being a correction. The honest read is a mix. some real AI displacement, some leftover bloat, and a lot of capital being moved from the people to compute, with AI as the explanation that makes it sound inevitable. Let's put it together. A $700 billion infrastructure bill, a stock market that rewards discipline over head count, and an industry swapping routine jobs for AI roles it can't fail fast enough. This isn't an industry in decline. It's the largest infrastructure bet in tech history, financed partly out of its own workforce. And it matters which story you believe. If you think the industry is shrinking, you make one set of career decisions. If you understand it's reallocating, with 275,000 open roles on the other side of a skills gap, you make a very different decision. So, do you buy the capex explanation, which refers to capital expenditure? Or do you think AI is really doing the cutting? Drop it in the comments. I'll read them and get back to you. If you want more breakdowns that follow the money instead of the headline, subscribe. New videos every week. Thanks for watching.